So yeah, I watched Justice League, and I did a whole rant video about how I didn't want it to be shit. I did not want it to be shit, and guess what? I got disappointed again. How did you mess up Justice League? I just want to know how you did it. How do you mess up Justice League? It's like one of the most easiest franchises to make awesome. I mean, yeah, there's tons of stories to fall back on it, but Jesus, how do you mess up that freaking movie? It's somehow amazing how they did it. Oh, so yeah, if you guys know what Justice League is about, which maybe some of you don't, Batman or Ben Affleck is Batman. Bruce Wayne is trying to get a bunch of people together because he senses a evil force coming. Which, by the way, we still have not explained how he's sensing these forces, but screw it. We need more action. Because screw actually talking about what's going on, just action. So yeah, and now there's this new villain, Steppenwolf, which okay, Steppenwolf. He's not the best villain. I feel like it's like Ultron. Remember when Avengers: Age of Ultron had trailers after trailers, and they built up Ultron to be this big villain, like this predecessor to how Loki almost destroyed the world? Well, it's kind of like that. Like, Steppenwolf has no personality. He's just a villain that just shows up out of nowhere and just wants to kill people. Basically it. Basically it. So yeah. I'm gonna get into some good things before I get into shit. And trust me, there's not a lot of good things. Um, Ben Affleck is really good as Batman. I really am glad he's in these movies because if he wasn't, I'd be pissed. He's the only thing saving these movies. He's having freaking Ben Affleck in it. He's the best Batman I've seen so far. I mean, you could say, well, Christian Bale did a good job. Not really. He was kind of like the most forgettable Batmans. Like, really, like, he's just forgettable. I mean, like, people, every time someone references those movies, they always reference The Dark Knight. Because it's the only good one. I do not like Batman Begins, and I do not like the Dark Knight Rises. Those movies are just crap to me. But The Dark Knight is really good. It's freaking fantastic. So yeah, it's pretty freaking fantastic. Dark Knight is, but yeah, I mean, like Ben Affleck, he has like more of a style to him. It actually is kind of cool seeing like Batman do these drag out fights. It's really cool to see that in any kind of storyline. And I'm glad I got to see Ben Affleck in this movie. But that also charges a problem for me. The actor, there's like he's just sometimes a comedy with him doesn't really work. For some reason, like they tried to add comedy into this, which you can do. And I feel like, I mean, every movie has to have some sense of comedy because if you don't have comedy, it's just people gonna be dull and bored the entire time. um, and yeah, but the acting is really good. I forgot his name, but I love who they got to play Flash. Holy crap, is Flash an amazing? He's the best. He's the saving grace of this movie. Him and Ben Affleck are the saving graces of this movie. If they weren't in it, it'd be shit. And yeah, it'd be dull and boring. All the acting is really good. It was really cool to see. And plus, I know that all you fanboys are gonna be bitching about how it's portraying your heroes. You gotta admit, it is still cool to see them finally come together and fight villains. I mean, I've always wanted to see Flash next to Batman. And yeah. Okay, now let's go to the bullshit. Let's go to the bullshit. Okay, number one, the bullshit. Um, and in all the trailers, they always tried to like hint that Superman was returning. I was like, yeah, we know he's coming. We know he's coming back. We know he's coming back because he's. on IMDb, he's listed as one of the cast members of Justice League. He showed up at the Comic-Con announcement. He was there, and people were like, "Oh, he's just here. He might be in the film. He's gonna be in the film." You guys just that's bullshit. Yeah, it was just plain. It wasn't enjoy. It just like I was like, I'm not really a big fan of Superman. He can be done right. I will admit the animated series and the Richard Donner movies were really good. Um, but yeah, he's not really done well this time. He's boring and lifeless. It's kind of funny. Like the most powerful person in the team is boring and lifeless. Interesting. um, Wonder Woman was pretty cool, but they did waste Aquaman. I love how they tried to make him edgy and cool. He's fucking Aquaman. How do you make Aquaman edgy and cool? It's not gonna work. And he's barely even in the movie either. He's barely in it. I think he shows up a few times in the beginning and then actually he just joins the team. And yeah, it was a huge ass waste of my lifespan, my precious lifespan. Um, yeah, Steppenwolf was a big disappointment. He's just Ultron. That's all he is Ultron. But really, the movie pissed me off because like all this stupid shit was happening, and like, and honestly, I'm gonna address this mistake now because in my Justice League rant, I said that Josh Whedon, director of the Avengers, replaced Zack Snyder, who's been making all these shitty DC movies. He didn't. Apparently, like, um, uh, Zack Snyder went out to do something else, and Josh Whedon took over for some shots. And I was like, and you can honestly tell, like, who filmed that, who filmed this, because sometimes it'd be bright and colorful, other times it'd be dark and gray and disgusting. Which, what the hell is wrong with these freaking movies? Why do they have to be dark and gritty? Guys, it's about a bunch of people dressed in suits. They're in freaking Flash is literally wearing pajamas with his face with a with like the face part cut off. I could buy like a skin tight suit of that. And yet no, we gotta take them serious. They're serious characters. And so yeah, I've DC Warner Bros. Warner Brothers. Here's some thoughts. Kick Zack Snyder off. He's just making these films shitty. I know you probably say, he's directing, he's not writing. Well, is it kind of weird that all these films act the same? They're all the same when you think about them. At least Marvel has some variety to them. And yeah, it's just bullshit. I freaking hate what this movie tried to get us to do. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say about the shitty movie. Really, at the real ending of the movie, um, I was like, you know what? I'll say it's meh. But then again, in my head, I thought there'd be a credit scene because it's freaking Justice League, and we do. And once the credits ended, the biggest fuck you happened. Lex Luthor returns. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor returns, and he's all, oh my god, the bald head and everything. It's like he's the new Lex Luthor now. And he's like, we should send our own little team. And I'm like, oh, you get the fuck off the screen. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Now, now DC's saying, oh we're not replacing him, and we're not replacing Jared Leto as Joker now. So yeah, guys, they screwed them up in the first try. First try. How that's a freaking achievement for you guys. They might as well be like rebooting on these things because it's all becoming shit. It's all shit. I think DC cannot catch up to Marvel. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible. But yeah, um, Justice League. I'm gonna give you like a 2 out of 5, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10 just because you said fuck me. Fuck you to me. I am done with you, DC. I'm not watching the movie because you screwed it up. You finally pissed me off to a point where I'm not going to watch them anymore. Good job. Good fucking job. Well, guys, I'll be doing some other videos soon. I figure I'd get this review out pretty quick. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Fuck DC.